Venture capital funds make up the majority of venture capital investments in Europe. But how are they structured? What's the difference between limited partners and general partners? For example, let's find out. Welcome back to Fundraising on the Go, the podcast brought to you by PwC Next Level, where we unravel the mysteries of fundraising for startups. I am your host, Otito Dosumo, and I'm excited to have you join us today. In our previous episode, we explored the various funding options available to startups and touched upon the crucial role that venture capital funds play in the startup ecosystem. Today, we are going to dive deeper into the intricate web of venture capital fund structures, unraveling the roles of limited partners, general partners, and portfolio companies. Understanding the structure of venture capital funds is essential for an entrepreneur seeking funding, as it provides valuable insights into how these funds operate and make investment decisions. So let's jump right in. Venture capital funds involve three main players: limited partners, LPs for short, general partners, GPs for short, and portfolio companies. Picture this as a dynamic trio, each with a distinct role to play in the funding landscape. Limited partners, often referred to as LPs, are the investors in the VC fund. They provide the capital that the fund uses to invest in startups. LPs can be diverse, ranging from pension and insurance funds, wealthy individuals, family offices to corporations, banks, and even governments. While LPs provide the financial backing, they usually do not participate in the day-to-day management and operations of the fund. On the other side of the coin, we have general partners or GPs. These are the driving forces behind the fund's operations. GPs manage the fund's daily activities, which include sourcing investment opportunities, making investment decisions, hiring talent, and overseeing portfolio companies. They are the ones in the trenches, working closely with startups to help them thrive. The GP team may consist of various roles such as investment managers, associates, and startup scouts, all working together to ensure the fund's success. And then, of course, there are portfolio companies. These are the startups that receive investments from the VC fund. Portfolio companies benefit not only from financial support, but also from the expertise, network, and guidance that the fund and its GPs provide. It's a symbolic relationship where the success of one feeds into the success of the others. Now, let's take a closer look at how VC funds can be structured. There are two main types of venture capital funds: open-end funds and closed-end funds. Each type has its own unique characteristics and implications for startups seeking funding. Closed-end funds have a fixed lifespan, typically ranging from 10 to 15 years. During this period, GPs raise capital from LPs, which is then invested in startups. Closed-end funds have specific periods of fundraising, investing, and harvesting returns. This structured approach provides a clear timeline for both investors and startups. In contrast, open-end funds do not have a fixed lifespan. They can continue to raise capital from LPs throughout their existence. This flexibility allows open-end funds to partner with startups for the long haul, aligning their interest over an extended period of time. As an entrepreneur, understanding the structure of a VC fund is essential for making informed decisions about where to seek funding. The fund structure can influence the fund's investment horizons, exit expectations, and overall approach to supporting startups. For example, open-end funds offer more flexibility for long-term partnerships, while closed-end funds may exert more exit pressure due to their fixed lifespans. When approaching VCs for funding, you want to align your startup's goals and needs with the fund structure and mandate. Take the time to research and build relationships with general partners, as they are decision makers driving the fund's investment strategy. Remember, a good fit between your startup and the VC fund goes beyond the fund structure alone. It also involves considering added value services and connections. Now that we have explored the structure of VC funds, let's shift our focus to the evaluation process that GPs undertake when considering investment opportunities. GPs are tasked with minimizing risks associated with investing in high-growth startups. To achieve this, they carefully evaluate key company characteristics before making investment decisions. These characteristics include the makeup of the startup's team, and GPs look for a diverse and complementary team with subject matter expertise relevant to the industry. A strong team is a driving force behind a startup success. The product or solution offered by the startup must also address a real problem in the market. GPs seek evidence of traction, such as customer demand and market interest. A startup's value, proposition, defensibility, market size, the business model, and its scalability are also critical factors that GPs scrutinize. As we wrap up this episode, you now should have a clearer understanding of how VC funds are structured and the roles played by limited partners, general partners, and portfolio companies. Remember, the structure of a VC fund can influence the dynamics of your partnership and the support you receive as a funded startup. In this Fundraising on the Go podcast series, we added a bonus episode where we interview venture capitalist Lucas Stoops from 6 Degrees VCs, where he reveals his views on the startup fundraising process. Don't miss this episode. In our next episode, we'll guide you through the steps of successfully raising capital from VC funds. From crafting the perfect pitch to building relationships with investors, we'll equip you with the knowledge you need to navigate the fundraising journey with confidence. Thank you for joining us on this Fundraising on the Go podcast. See you in the next episode.